peat's fantastic because it's like a time capsule.
So the peat helps us look back in time, look back at the environment and look back at our past.
No, we're not going to make anyone cross that road. We're going to go back and stick to the path.
When we're coring, we try and pick up that layer of not living stuff, but material which has died and just sunk to the bottom. And you'll see that sitting on top of this like cracked area here, this grey, that's clay. It tends to be impermeable. And that's sitting finally on top of this bedrock, which is sandstone. And again, that's, I mean, it's porous, but it's very, very fine, but it's very, very hard. But this clay sitting on top of it acts as an impermeable layer, and that's what's holding up all this water. And that's why we've got mires in the bottom here, and it's all dry at the top here. When we talk about peat, we typically think about moorland peat in upland areas, and that water is being retained by pans, like iron pan and so on. We don't tend to get these clays, but obviously Poole Harbour is famous for its clay, and that's what we're seeing here. So all the organic material, the peat, which we're going to be looking for, is effectively sitting on top of this clay layer.
This crucially has a barrel that opens and closes. So we place it into the sediment with the barrel open. We rotate it clockwise, which then makes the barrel close, and we get that peat inside. You see all the water.
There we go. Okay, that's.
And then we transfer them into bits of guttering. We wrap that up. We know the depth, so we add tape down to each depth we go down to, and we measure it so we have a good record. And then we take that back to the lab and we slice it up and we date it and we extract the pollen and we extract the insects, and then we can put a good picture together about the environmental record.
It's fascinating how you can find out so much by digging a little hole and getting some soil out.
It tells you the environmental history of up to 10,000 years, and that's amazing just in a very small amount of samples to be able to just look at so much history at once.
The walk was amazing. I learned so much and inspired again about looking into science and learning more and appreciating peat.
Do go slowly going back over the...